I like it.
I don't doubt some of the things we've talked about. You know, I'm gonna go with LGD, without even using the beef principle.
Well, you're going
Really?
LGD.
I'm going LGD.
I'm
So
going.
is this, hold on, is this the mind
sorry,
game
no,
principle?
No, I'm going newbie. Sorry.
Right, okay, I was going to ask.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing because I'm going all in on SCCC. Like, I've not seen his Tinker, but I've seen him play, and I love.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey then. Got very, very lovey here in the studio. Talking of love, couple in love. Right now, your commentary team for game number 2.
That's right. It's me and Blitz casting game number 2 of LGD versus Newbee. Blitz, you heard our panel. They're pretty heavily all in on the Newbee love. You like that Newbee love?
I'm very uncomfortable right now.
I know you're not.
You're warm, actually. And it's
Yeah, I know you're not uncomfortable with this.
they both want Newbee.
Yeah. I am refraining from choosing a team until you choose.
Just a minute or so now until the game starts. Patience.
He's literally just looking at Black and Jack right now, deciding whether or not.
I'll go with the noobs.
You go with noobs? Does that mean it's my opportunity to look like a genius if I pick LGD?
Go for it.
I'm too much of a coward for that. Let's go, Newbee! All right, guys, it's Newbee versus LGD, game number 2. Morphling. My biggest problem is that, like, is Morphling a hero? I don't know.
The cool thing about Morph, though, is, like, you can steal a bunch this game.
You can become a Phantom Land. Right,
you can become PL.
Uh-huh.
You can become Wyvern. Like, think about it. You become Wyvern.
Whoa!
Like,
Caught a bounty hunter.
this. Look at this.
FY is
Our
dead.
prediction becomes. Although last game this happened and we thought it'd go the other way. Oh, look at.
That's true.
Look at SCCC. He tried to last hit with the laser.
Yeah, and missed. Fool. Mugi is the one who picks up the last hit instead, so he'll be pretty happy with that. Quickly cruising into his boots in Ring of Aquila. It does look like LGD are going to be going for an aggro tri-lane here. Or aggro... No, I'm high. Oh, they are.
Begin.
They're running a bomb.
Is
Is that the right idea? I don't know. I always find matching up against PLs in lane kind of difficult.
It's annoying. And more importantly, like, no, there's no way. I think Ace.
Okay. Yeah, Ame already up here.
There's actually no way that they're aggro tri-laning with AA Earth Spirit Bounty Hunter. Like.
Oh yeah, that would leave FY Bounty Hunter against Sand King. That sounds awful.
Even if they left Sand King against Morph, like Morph doesn't do very well in that lane either.
Career, but we'll never forget.
That's so spiteful.
You know, SCC is like.
Oh, it's an offlane bounty. Like, there's no way he's gonna go bottom.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting that.
Dick.
But offlane bounty hunter.
Just rude. That is hateful.
Yeah, that is pretty rude. We saw Immortals running offlane bounty hunter in the NA scene. It seemed okay. It's really good against weak supports. That's kind of what Newbee have right now, so they're actually not even trying to lane with the Phantom Lancer whatsoever, because he doesn't need the help, I don't think. I think he can 1v1 against the Bounty Hunter just fine, because he has high armor. He's not going to feel too much harassment from that E right-clicking. Oh, they're going to go on the Ancient Apparition here. Looks like the double stun combo from Newbee is going to be enough to be able to bring down that support, but Kaka's in trouble, and he's not going to be able to get off another crush. So Ame picks up a kill in return. Considering that wasn't first blood, maybe that's worth it for LGD.
I don't think so. 2 heroes for 3. They lose Kaka, who cares? Now they've got 3 heroes up here because I think they're very happy with the PL versus Bounty Hunter 1v1 matchup. Like, I'd imagine that this is not something that makes them feel bad at all as Ame up at top. Like, he's getting right-click down, and I mean, you played Sand King probably against Morph before, right?
Yeah.
Like, at least once. Caustic is really annoying, because you're not a true ranged hero.
Yeah, you're not a full 600, so you're in range of Caustic Finale a lot.
On top of that, you already naturally keep yourself at low HP.
Yeah.
So it does, like, a large percentage of your health.
Yeah, you can't go full Agi for threat of Caustic Finale into Burrow Strike combination with a huge burst in damage.
If you get, like, double Caustics on, like, 2 creeps, and then you get burrowed, you just die.
Yeah. So the natural advantage of the Morphling, which is normally to max out agility and then deny everything, and then also right-click the offlaner when he can, and just pretty much own the lane. That's not really there. against the Sand King as threatening power. And then on top of that, we are running some sort of aggro situation, it seems, half the time for Newbee, as they were bringing 3 heroes up there. Looks like Sand King is still going to try and lane this one out. And our Slardar is going to wrap around to see if maybe they can catch the Ancient Apparition a second time here.
I got no idea what's happening in this bottom lane, by the way. There's like some crazy stuff happening with like this creep pull.
Yeah, if I like pulled 2 creep
top.
waves over or something, Ame is going to be forced to use the waveform this time around. Swim to Blast is not going to bounce back and hit Ame. That would have been enough to maybe bring him down. Yao finally does do the roll in onto KP. Ame turning around, threatening a little bit. He does have a pretty large magic wand stack going on there, so with the waveform and the magic stick charges, he does actually have the power to turn if Newbee overextend themselves. But this time around, they're going to go on the Ancient Apparition here, but KP is the first one to die. Victoria dropping lower and lower, but he also had stick charges, and he's able to survive through Faith. He tried to dive in a little bit too deep, and maybe Newbee are going to lose all 3 of these heroes. Kaka, he goes down to Ame. Triple kill. 3.5 minutes. But still, there's still time to change sides.
There's still time to change, but I don't know. That was a weird dive to begin with.
Yeah.
Victoria has very smartly picked up a magic stick, probably the best item you can get in these try versus try situations. And KP, I mean, he's only a level 2 Sand King. Like, he's got to be more careful about this.
I don't think you can focus anybody but the Morphling. You can't, because if you go on anybody else, then Morphling is going to go unpunished in his max out Agi and just right-click you a bunch. That's the primary damage dealer. You have to go on him first, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you go on him, but I felt like the pace was okay anyways. Like, even without getting kills, they were being annoying.
Yeah.
And I think that was perfectly fine, but by doing that kind of weird trade, you know, they set themselves back quite a bit.
Look at this. Double damage on FY, and he still doesn't feel comfortable challenging that PL. He's actually going to head into the mid lane, something there Tinker may not be expecting here.
He knows. He pinged it out. iceiceice is...
Yeah, they've got the TP in here from Kaka, but it may not be enough to be able to save him. We'll see. The double damage does a lot. The Shuriken goes out, and maybe is not able to finish him off. SEC, they is going to be denied by Kaka from that Shadow Strike. It looks like KP in trouble, doesn't have the Burrow Strike up. Not enough to finish him off, but at least LGD can push back this Newbee aggressive tri-lane and give Ame some free CS in the meantime.
Yeah, still, that's not a bad trade for Newbee. The weird thing is that SECC knew. Like, he pinged it out. He's steps forward like half an inch, ends up going down. They've got a sentry here now for him, but not doing as well in the lane as he expected. And the weird part, too, is like the Phantom Lancers had nobody in his lane, but as a result of like that weird sequence of events up at top, they lose 3 heroes, and so it's actually fairly even between him and the PL.
Yao just drops the stone. He's going to roll in now onto Faith, and they do manage to get the cake out.
Oh boy.
TP incomplete. Faith goes down.
Now this lane's like been super botched.
Yeah.
The idea behind it, I think, was to keep 3 heroes up here so that Tinker could get a 1v1 against the Queen of Pain, which is pretty okay. And that way, you know, if it's a bounty hunter that roams mid, whatever, your Phantom Lancer will get free farm. That's a trade. You keep the Earth Spirit up here though, so that you can't just like dive bomb the Tinker.
They're going to go for the dive on FY. Kaka's here, and he's got a dust. So FY, even if he does pop the invis, knows he's dead. 3 to 5. Boogie is level 7 compared to level 4 bounty hunter. Has tons of items, or at least building them up. This is looking pretty bad for LGD in that regard. The roll in here from Yao does manage to get the double kick stun. They're going for SEC, and they might be able to kill him too with the slow. They're getting a lot of auto attack damage onto him. Managed to finish him off. Kaka, he actually picked up a haste rune, so Yao's definitely dead. Looks like they'll be able to catch Victoria here as well, but they're still going in. The Burrow Strike on to maybe not enough to be able to finish him off. He managed to get the blink away, but Victoria is still stuck in river against a hasted Fishman. Double kill for Kaka. 5 to 6 now. Looks like that fast pace that we saw from game number 1 when it comes to the laning phase, it's not going to let up in game number 2 either.
No, not at all. Both teams happy to run at each other, protect this mid area. SECC, though, that's what they want to avoid happening. Heroes running at a mid, which is why, you know, they had all these heroes in the first place up at top. But it's gone a little bit too unsuccessfully now. Morph, who is like half the CS as the PL, is still doing just fine. And at bottom, Kaka gonna pop the dust. FY gonna go down.
Again, he's not even gonna be able to get level 6 at this rate. Mugi brings him down with another lance, and they're even threatening Yao here.
Yeah, this has been a great bright spot right now for Newbee, is that even though their mid lane and their top lane hasn't gone ideal, this bottom lane has been so one-sided. But that's what you get for sniping that mid courier. If you don't start bottom, for like 3 minutes, you just keep ganking iceiceice. Somebody suffers a little bit so that somebody else can prosper.
Okay, so if we're pretty much trading off, like SEC in the dumpster when it comes to farm, but Phantom Lancer is a god among men and is like huge compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
Does LGD have the counters to PL? Can they deal with the really farmed PL?
I'm not sure if they can. They do have AA plus Earth Spirit, which are both really good supports against this hero. Because it's a ton of AoE. The Ice Splice obviously is really nice against PL.
But then it's just pretty much swap to give you the damage. These other two heroes aren't going to be that good, right?
I think their heroes are okay.
Yeah.
There's going to be a large window where they can burst them down. Because that's the downside of PL is that he needs a...
Dude, this tier 2 is about to die. And Kaka, he's just trying to actually get the last hit on it, and they do manage to get it because of it. He sacrifices his life, and it's going to be the siege creep who manages to bring down the tier 2 tower. Tier 2 down at 8 minutes in without some sort of 5-man pushing. It's crazy. But the crazier part is that Newbee are not up by a large amount of gold. Just a little bit over 1k.
Yeah, and that's mainly because of this top lane area and this mid lane. Like, their other two lanes have done so well for themselves. But they're offsetting that a little bit because everyone is getting a lot of the shared gold. And it's not like a tier 2 is going to be taken anytime soon by LGD. So that lead will at least stay into the mid game, which is really nice. Like, normally when you just trade tier 1 towers, like, you'll briefly have a lead, but when you get a tier 2 this early, it does mean something. It's gold that ends up lasting for some time.
Dude, FY is just not letting up on SCC. I think SCC may have actually run back to the courier here, just sure. But he's trying to gank without track, and it looks like they might be able to do it too, but both supports are here, and they do manage to have the Cold Embrace out, so maybe is the one in some trouble here. Didn't go for the Sonic Wave, but he didn't have that extra burst damage, and the Sand King set up with the Epicenter. Great counterplay. They'll catch Victoria too. Splinter Blast slowing him down. And wow, what? I mean, how did Newbee know about this? The Shuriken comes in. That's nowhere close to finishing off SCC. A roller from Yao. Okay, we finally got the Tinker, guys. We had to throw body after body at that mid lane. They finally do manage to bring him down. A 1-for-2 exchange
that is
in the mid lane.
Hateful. That's the only word you have for it. Hateful. They threw so many things and the kitchen sink at him just to try to mess up SECC, and they do so.
Did they not pay attention last game? It was not SEC carrying that game. It was Mookie, guys. Mookie played the hard carry really well.
He does not get enough respect. No. Like, there was a time where he was the wink link.
Yeah.
And you thought, like, oh, SEC just, like, completely carries this game.
He had to play, like, Lifestealer every single game.
Oh, that was glorious.
Moogie Lifestealer.
Moogie Lifestealer, the Moogs. What was his name before? U9?
U9, yeah.
Glad he changed it. But
Moogie's fun to say.
yeah, Moogie's nice. He's one of the few successful, like, esports transition names that everyone's willing to accept. Like, I'm not calling him Somnus. We're saying maybe.
Come on, maybe. Please.
You've got the M in your name.
Somnus.
We all know that stands for maybe. You're going to be maybe. But
Big Daddy No Tail.
they're moving into the jungle. Both teams approaching each other, but
We
LGD,
finally got track gold.
yeah, track gold is going to be
available.
important. But still such an under-leveled bounty hunter. That was a sick move, by the way, by KP. He understands, like, even if he just stuns the Queen of Pain, it's not going to be enough damage. So he charges on the uphill with the epicenter
Double damage.
to catch him on the way up.
And it really does save his lane because he was suffering. But now
He's almost got
third
blinked,
in
dude.
net worth.
Yeah.
The Queen of Pain kill was... Ooh, the roll in, and they do manage to nail
They're going for
with the
SCC
boulder,
again.
and they're just chasing him down with the double ultis here. The track goal, big pickup for LGD. Dude, SCC was only worth 217 gold there. Ame teeping out, barely able to make it out ahead of the Burrow Strike. Moogie's trying to use some leverage here. He got so much farm at the beginning of the game, now he's going to try and put that to use to bring down the rest of LGD. Trying to invade into their safe lane here. Not able to find a kill, but maybe he can find a tower. Oh my god,
He
Fake.
committed for it.
Cold Embrace underneath the tower. He's dead. Mookie is also dangerously low. Yao might be able to catch him here with a kick. It nails him. Maybe. Has nuke to be able to finish him off. And that is a Phantom Lancer who's supposed to be free farming for the last 10 minutes. And immediately he makes a move outside of his lane and falls apart.
Maybe it was only about 300 gold ahead of the Queen of Pain, or of the Tinker.
Yeah.
Like, the Queen of Pain was only about 300 gold ahead, and now,
he's 1,300.
yes, that double kill really helps this game out. And it's large part set up by the fact that Faith was just copping tower hits for nothing, and then Maybe he was like, oh, here's my opportunity. That's like a 600 HP Winter Wyvern just getting hit by the tower. Like, he doesn't care. Well,
Faith is like, I got some efficiency, guys. I've got Cold Embrace.
he's
at
like,
level
I'll just kill
5.
myself.
Yeah, I'll just tank tower hits for us. No problem.
We'll take this tower. It's so greedy.
But wow, the Queen of Pain, who's hiding out in the trees. Well,
Nice
that
play by
burst
Newbee.
damage was able to get that kill. I mean, that was, I'm not sure why he was top lane, but it was kind of heads up that he positioned himself to stop the PL push.
And he was top lane so that he could defend.
Yeah.
So that he could fight. And it worked out in spades. This PL, like, even with, he's very strong right now, make no mistake about it, but he still goes down pretty fast. And now it's the Morphling who's taking the gold lead, despite 2 towers being taken by the PL.
We'll say he's good on offense, bad on defense right now, the PL.
Yeah.
His damage is insane when you have Diffusal Blade, but he's still really susceptible to all this magic damage AoE, and he's susceptible to the silence as well. It comes out from Yao, not caught by the Ice Blast though. Now we can turn around. Double, triple kick from Yao. It's all 3 heroes in a line. And I think that was just enough to make sure he does manage to get away. Ame, amplify damage up on him. He actually goes for the kill onto Kaka. Starts morphing into strength though. Now that he's up at SCC, he's here with a little bit of burst damage comes in. Not enough to be able to finish off Ame
They
by himself.
really
It looks like
want
a
him.
strength. Maybe with the rearm, they can get him again. Ame has the waveform though, and he gets away. A nuke comes in, Splinter Blast, that's not going to land either. Ame is able to get
They
out.
got Blink stun.
Oh, Blink! KP,
Please.
catches him. Ame finally ends up going down. Newbee get that kill, and wait, that was just Splinter Blast. That doesn't do anything. Maybe Victoria? Go for the dive? No, Newbee give up on it. 9-12, Newbee. At least they get Ame here because the last few minutes of this game has not been great for them.
Yeah, the craziest part is that he almost got out of that.
Yeah,
I think he thought he was. He had relaxed for a second. He's like, oh, I'm okay. But the blink stun came in one more time. It was enough to bring him down. That's a huge kill for them and their momentum. Otherwise, it's just like a free farmed out Morphling that hasn't been touched the entire game. Like, I don't know what is supposed to be done about that.
Lincoln soon for Ame. He really needs that, especially how strong the PL is against the Morphling. Jump forward for Kaka here in the top lane, but Moogie is here with a rebuttal with the amplified damage. He's going to be able to go for FY, see if they can trade out 1-for-1. Now the stun onto SCC, they can burn out his mana, but he does have a one stick, so he's able to jump himself away. Yao here to be able to run interference as well, making sure that KP could not pursue maybe, as he did have the amp damage on him. And they could have just run him down potentially with the Phantom Lancer. Faith gets a shot off on Victoria with a Tinker nearby. Victoria's got to play it back.
I like that play, despite amplified damage.
Yeah.
It was a heads-up play by him because he barely had any time. He's like, okay, I'm going to die. What's the most effective thing that I can do? Get the amplify off. Maybe we get a Queen of Pain kill in
That's
return.
my biggest pet peeve, I think, in Dota.
What?
When
Spice stuff?
people are like 100% dead, do something spiteful, man. Get some right-click damage on him. Throw out a spell.
You know who doesn't do that at all? Kuro. He always just stops moving. He accepts his fate. I don't know why.
Well, he won a TI, so I guess I can't have that as my pet peeve anymore.
Yep.
Thanks for ruining that, Blitz.
I was going to say, I wouldn't... Like, what's the point? You're dead. You know, just like, make it easy for me.
Just
Accept
make it
your
easy
fate.
for me?
Accept
of course
your
a
fate.
Storm Spirit player would say that.
Accept your fate. As the Bounty Hunter just manages to avoid 3 different heroes. Courier.
Ooh, almost catches the Courier, but it's back to the tier 2 just in time.
Yeah.
Now, FY, he's got phase boots, he's building in drums, he's very underfarmed, but all that can change if the rest of LGD can get some kills for him to piggyback track gold off of. He just gave up a tower at the bottom lane. Tinker was not there to be able to defend it in time. It goes down to the siege creep. Roll in, and Silence with a follow-up here from maybe they've got tons of burst damage in space with the AoE. Now the jump in though on FY. It looks like even when he wins, he's still gonna end up a loser. Trades himself for the Phantom Lancer. Well worth it though for LGD.
For sure. And that's the downside of PL. Like, this hero scales very well, of course. Diffusal is going to be very strong, but a lot of his net worth is just tied into this, like, farming ability. He's got travels plus a diffusal blade. Like, what is he meant to do? He's going to farm. He's going to hit pretty hard, but super glass.
Yeah.
Plus, Yao has just ruined his day.
Now, Newbee have also kept their towers alive. So I want to point that out. 17 minutes in, we haven't lost our mid-tier 1 tower. The offlane tier 1 is still up as well. So that's like a good sign of health for Tinker's game, right? You want to get as much map control as possible.
Yeah, don't lose your towers early on.
They just
don't get
gotta
pushed.
stop bleeding out these kills against the track.
Because Tinker will catch up. You're going to prioritize
Dire's middle tower
the amount of farm that he
will
gets.
die.
Smoke may
Bastards.
end up running into Newbee. It popped it on Kaka. The blink forward from Queen of Pain. Now they're kind of getting sandwiched, but maybe they can just burst through on one side, go for the ancient average, try and take him down. Kaka getting low, but it looks like they're going to be able to focus. Oh,
Very nice curse.
It's going to be able to bring down the Queen of Pain pretty much solo off that one and gives time for KP to be able to escape, but I don't think he's making it out. He has the track on him. They can see him wherever he runs to. Oh, Jesus. Look at that. Phantom Lancer go in, but oh, no. What a kick. They managed to get the stun on Boogie. Now he's susceptible to Ame, but a cold embrace. Oh, the first damage is too much. He managed to finish off through the cold embrace, heal, and physical damage negation. 13 to 16 now. The kills just keep on racking up. 29 kills in the space of 18 minutes. It's LGD leading by a little over 2K right now.
Yeah, they almost even got the Bounty Hunter, which would have been really nice pickup for them, but instead they lose the Phantom Lancer in the attempt. And once again, I mean, I feel like we're repeating ourselves here, but the Phantom Lancer just not having a lot of survivability, goes in, dies almost immediately.
Look at this winner's curse from Faith. I mean, Queen of Pain was pretty healthy before that, but right next to a Morphling who's morphed out a ton of strength. Look at him, he's got no health bars whatsoever. That was pretty dangerous. Mookie almost came in and cleaned up everybody after that, but we stun came in. KP immediately to go back into the game, a jump in, and a really fast kill onto Yao. Survives for a little second longer, but well executed gank there from Newbee. And because Yao's getting kind of troublesome for their Phantom Lancer, so he's actually not a bad target to shut down at this point.
He's also got more farm than their Bounty Hunter does.
Yeah,
so he's almost like the true 3 position in this game, and
FY's back to the support role, guys.
he's been a thorn in everyone's side.
Yeah.
On the side of Newbee. Like, he's just almost always consistently been there for the kills. Not so fun to play against in this game. Done a very good job of being as annoying as possible, as maybe at bottom lane does have an Orchid, doesn't want to dive under the tower though to make this happen.
Yeah, especially with March of the Machines already out.
Dire's top tower
A bit
is under
scary.
siege. Radiant having
SCC
unfortified
will live to
structures
see another
is
day,
now at
maybe live
full
long enough to be able
health.
to see his Blink Dagger, which he's just 250
Dire's
gold
top
away,
tower is being
but he will
attacked.
lose his mid-tier 1 tower. You
Radiant's
can
middle
see
tower is taking
all of
damage.
LGD are lining up around
Radiant's
this
middle
one.
tower has fallen.
As Ame is beating it down, if
Dire's
anybody tried to
top tower
contest,
is being
LGD
attacked.
immediately
Top
would have
tower
swung in,
is destroyed.
taken out whatever Newbee heroes showed themselves.
We still haven't seen the Morph, I think. I haven't seen him use his ult yet. I really want to see him steal Sand King's stun.
I have to say, this
Dire's top
the
tower
4
is under
positions have
siege.
been incredibly impactful this game. I mean, I really think that Yao is keeping this game together right now for LGD. And on the other side, we saw
Dire's top
Kaka
tower is
and
being
how impactful
attacked.
his Phoenix was for game number 1.
Oh.
Really does seem like we're still going to have the battle of the 4 positions and who can be a more impactful
Dire's
player.
top
That's been
tower is
absolutely
under
absurd.
siege.
He's got a Blink Dagger already. Whew. Like, he's done very good.
FY trying to scout out heroes here in this top lane. Setting up his team for the rotation, but he did have a sentry down. They spotted him out, and now they're going to be able to grab him with the amplified damage. Sand King pops out, finally does manage to get the stun out of FY, but he's surprisingly tanky for the Tinker coming in with a heat-seeking rocket. You can't run from that one. It'll bring him down, but the combo kill. They do manage to bring maybe here in time to be able to catch the Sand King in return, and honestly, well, no, maybe not. LGD's FY was still worth more as a kill. 373 gold compared to the 290.
Just because they're a little bit behind.
Yeah.
There's a Blink Dagger now completed, though, as well on Kaka. So he's trying to get strong himself, trying to throw out that spike track or amplify damage himself.
Yeah. Aeol Scepter is going to be great pickup with the Blink Dagger he's got to be able to help catch the Tinker.
Watch the bottom lane right now. They've got a ward set up in this lane, too, to see the Tinker coming over, but so far, iceiceice hasn't taken the bait. He might now, though. They've got a Blink Dagger on Yao. He's trying to set up for this right now. He's anticipating the movement down.
Just rearmed, and the TP does go bottom. So
we
let's
go.
see where his Blink ends up. They try and roll it, and they get him before the Blink goes off. That was a beautiful waveform. Timed perfectly that right as the TP completed, there was no opportunity to blink because the damage is already on top of
Tower
them.
is being attacked.
And that's how you have to kill Tinker. You've got to set traps for him. You have to be
Radiant have
proactive. You can't
fortified
just
their
chase him
towers.
around the map. You have to hope that he makes those kinds of
Dire's top
maneuvers
tower is under
and
siege.
punish him when he does. If TP's bottom and then you're headed down there, you're already too late. Because he's going to shove out the wave really fast with the March into the
Dire's
machines.
top tower
So you have
is
to start
being
anticipating his
attacked.
movements so that you can get kills.
FY is also trying to set up
Radiant's
traps of
bottom
his
tower has
own.
fallen.
Now he hasn't been nearly as successful.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Why though?
Oh,
He's going to find KP.
KP is going to be found. Gets the silence off. And no hope for KP to make it out of this one.
Absolutely not. FY with that game sense.
Yeah, great job. And another track kill for LGD. They are beginning to build a significant advantage now. Over 5,000 gold lead
under fire.
off of various towers as well as track gold.
It's starting to get a little bit ugly right now. What was once like a 1k gold lead just a few seconds ago is now snowballed into a 5k gold lead. And the game will go on indefinitely because there is a tinker in the game. But right now, I mean, if they take fights like this, a few track kills, look at him go.
Oh, Fate just gets blown up by Ame with the Ethereal Blade Blast. That's the top, though. They do manage to bring down Mugi. Great Ice Blast in from Victoria. That is 3 down from Newbee. And LGD, off of 2 splintered fights, just found themselves a significant advantage. See where they go with this. Maybe they can take Roshan off of the Morphling's damage?
Yeah.
No?
That Wyvern absolutely got blown up.
Yeah.
That was pretty absurd.
Poor
like
kid.
this Morphling is now so incredibly strong. We still haven't seen him use Morph at all, but he's just too powerful, I think, at this point for them to deal with. Like, the disadvantage right now is just a little bit too high. Like, the team fight isn't quite there for them either. I think the only way they take some sort of fight is, like, maybe they get, like, a sick epicenter into, like, a winner's curse right after.
Dude,
or
this Tinker's got to be careful. It's Ame. He's actually going for the back line. Managed to bring down the Winter Wyvern, but it's straight into 3 other heroes, and he's already so low. He may be strength morphing, but more burst damage is coming in. The epicenter wasn't able to complete though. Your Spirit managed to stop that one, but maybe they can still get. Oh, he gets silenced. No, he just can't get anything off. The roll in for Maybe. On to 2 with the Ice Blast over the top. They're able to complete 1 kill, get the other one. The Slaughter's just not able to get a stun on the Maybe, so he's able to blank out away from that tier 2 and away from SCC. 15-24, LGD winning another fight. It just can't seem to be stopped right now.
Yeah, it's starting to get pretty dominant right now. The fact that Ame can just go behind enemy lines, blow somebody up in half a second, and they can't do anything about that, speaks volumes about their inability to protect their supports right now. Although that was a little bit scary. He started morphing down to like 1100 health, and he almost just got like 1 shot by the neutrals.
Limps back to base on just 20 HP.
What's weird is I think if he morphs down originally, because he popped his shrine.
Yeah.
Don't you just like morph down and then
Pop
shrine?
yeah.
And you're full? That was weird. Still.
What's his level 20 talent?
Isn't the morph can replicate allies or something like that?
Oh, yeah. Is that worth it for this game?
Plus 15-second morph duration.
Blink in as a quap to get yourself.
That's pretty cute.
And then you can go ahead and turn into your real Morphling and then morph waveform again.
I like that. So you don't have to wave. You don't have to wave in.
Yeah. Of course, you only get the basic abilities, not the ultimates. So
No, he got
no double ice blast for anybody who's thinking about that or throw some stones around.
You can become second bounty.
Second double tracks.
Double bounty. That'd be kind of cool though.
Yeah, you cannot. No, that's an ultimate. Double shuriken. He gets a bunch of tracks out, and you double shuriken, bouncing all over the place.
That's cool.
That's hype.
Some real Naruto stuff going on.
And he is not going to win.
Do you get the stone remnants?
The duration.
Do you get the stone remnants if you're?
I don't know. See, I was going to ask.
If you get the stone remnants on more, well, because I haven't seen that interaction, but like if you got the stone remnants and you could become second Earth Spirit, I think that would be worth it to level that then. Yeah. You become 2 Earth Spirits, like you can silence, double silence, double. Oh my.
Dude, Fake, you just gotta stop going outside the base. This Morphling.
What do you buy right now?
Number. Glimmercade, dude. He's gotta get one.
Okay, I'm being told right now that you can use all of his spells, and it's really fun apparently. So you can become second Earth Spirit.
Second Earth Spirit, maybe. He does manage to catch Kaka and blink out before LGD could do anything. Turn around on him. Mugi is just, I mean, he's having pretty much no impact in this game. All these heroes are just, they're just coming in and blowing up his allies, and they don't have the lockdown to be able to allow the PL to get on top of anybody.
If I'm Faith, I'm buying the late game raindrops.
Late game raindrops. Dude, he went an Ether Lens. Boy, I bet he wished that was a Glimmer Cape or something right now.
What? I think he wishes that was a late game raindrop right now.
How many raindrops do you need?
You need a raindrops and a cloak.
Yeah, he needs a lot of items.
And some Christmas
Radiant's
gifts.
top tower is being attacked.
So that Ame stops going on him. He's like,
No more middle
Just
tower
appease
for
Ame.
Radiant.
Please, sir, no more.
as far as I'm concerned, like that's your new god. He's shown multiple times that he can smite you from the sky.
You must worship the Rain Man.
Look how far the distance is. Like he dies in half a second, dude. As far
Yeah.
as I'm concerned, like right now, Faith is part of that. Like it's just kind
Thanking
of
him for
sad
it.
now. Like it probably doesn't even feel fun to do that anymore. The fourth time he did it, I was just like, dude, stop. He's already dead. Faith is a great player. He doesn't deserve this treatment.
And he's just continually the punching bag.
Nobody is showing on the map right now, and he's still, like, the morph is showing, and he's still been conditioned to hide. That's why I think he should have taken the ally replicate so that he can bounty invis in. Just
there is no escape.
there's nowhere you can go. That would be so spiteful and funny to me.
Dude, whoa, think about this. He morphs into the Ancient Apparition and throws down his own Ice Vortex to increase the damage of his combination.
Ah, that's sick.
Nice.
That's sick.
Of course, none of this is possible. I do want to reiterate that he did not take that talent. He took the plus 15 seconds. Morph catching the Sand King of the top lane, who was trying to split push, trying to buy some space and some time for Newbee, but just not able to do it without being punished. He ends up going down. It does give Newbee the opportunity to push down bottom with some confidence, though. And they complete the man. Oh, Jesus! With the sprint.
Dude, Faith is like laughing at him. He's like, dude, that's what that feels like.
Ame gets another one. Now he's big enough. The other support is going to be his perennial victim. Moogie, he's trying to stay up ahead of Ame right now. The nuke does manage to land before the doppelganger, so he's a bit low, and he's going to act. Oh, no, that did not work. Or maybe it did. LGD, they just fell for that one.
Dude,
they thought there was another illusion. They thought there was another Phantom Lancer out there that just kept running.
The Super Tokyo Drift next level. That's crazy. Go you, Moogs. And most people, like, they split them a bunch of ways.
Yeah, they're all
He
going
just
different ways.
completely stopped moving. It was like if I don't move, they can't see me.
LGG is just a T-Rex at this point.
He's like, where'd he
just
go?
one big T-Rex. Oh boy, they see maybe. Yeah, you didn't think the Tinker team would have a Tinker Ward, did
Oh,
ya?
they might catch you out too.
Oh, that's a nice pickup with the Winter's Curse. Oh, but it does no damage. So he's able to instantly blink out, and Newbee are not able to get that extra kill.
Dude, Yao has been insane this game. 4-2 and 15.
Radiant's
Gets the
middle
curse on him,
tower
doesn't
is
even
taking
die.
damage.
Hasn't had a problem this game at all. The maybe kill is pretty big, but it's still a 12k gold lead without any racks taken.
Yeah,
This is pretty firmly in their favor now.
still the Morphling. That's your big problem.
I bet the problem is that Ame hasn't played a lot of Earth Spirit. Because you would definitely take it. You would become...
What have we here?
You would become Earth Brothers. It's like, why is...
That's definitely not more useful than being a bounty hunter or a quad.
You telling me that you can instantly kick... You kick a stone and dunk it?
No, fake! Kacor couldn't save him. He tried to stun, but he was too late. Ame still has Aegis, so honestly, I'm not even sure how scared he is of a Phantom Lancer. You can see he actually jump forward, pops the BKB on this life, and it's trying to right-click right now. An actual doppelganger. Moogie, the real one, is still running after Ame with the amplified damage on him. He may have just thrown away his life. He may have just thrown away his Aegis, but he does manage to get away. He had enough mana to be able to get out of that one, but he ends up luring FY into his death. And Newbee, I mean, these are big kills. Even just some of these support kills are worth a decent amount to them.
Yeah. So it does matter. Apparently, I think told as well, the problem with the replicate plus Quap Lincoln plus replicate out is that there's a cast time on your ult now.
Oh, okay.
So it just takes too long. So it's actually just better to do what
GG.
he's doing.
So you have like an animation when you change.
Yeah,
from
like the
Quap
window
to
the window is too
Morphling?
high. Yeah, the window is too high.
Middle tower taking
But that still
damage.
doesn't explain why he didn't become Earth Brother. I can understand not wanting to be Queen of Pain, but Bounty Hunter, sure. You get to be Bounty number 2. All right, let's see. What do you have right now, Faith? He is desperately trying to get a cloak.
My man's struggling to get 550 gold.
He is farming the smallest creeps possible.
the smallest, easiest camp you could find.
Yeah, but joke's gonna be on Ame once he all-ins and his favorite whipping boy is no longer one-shottable with his cloak.
I don't think the cloak really changes it. I think Ame's built up enough of a lead that the cloak is still not enough to mitigate the damage.
For me personally, I like the plucky underdog story, and so this Winter Wyvern is like the new protagonist, and the cloak was like his, you know, is like the item that makes the protagonist like really strong. Because come on, man, what is he gonna turn that into? Like, he dies in like half a second every time, anyways.
This one is just the Sword of the Stone equivalent.
Yeah, this is like his King Arthur stuff.
Mm.
He like pulled that cloak from nowhere.
Maybe if that was a Cloak of Invisibility. AKA Glimmer Cape.
That's what
He
he's
might survive.
he's saving for it. He's gonna try to get it. Ame is really farmed though. He's got a full Scotty and a BKB on him.
I mean, I think the best part is that we know the Wyvern can get his vengeance. Maybe not against the Morphling, but against his allies with the Winter's Curse.
Yes.
He can actually just turn that damage of the Morphling into one of his allies.
That would require faith though to get close enough for that to happen.
That's just doesn't seem to be happening anytime
Aegis does
soon.
fade though, and now they're hitting up this tower.
Radiant has lost their
They're gonna
top
push.
tower.
Shivas for our Queen of Pain. More opportunity, more nukes, more scouting abilities, more AoE. Can catch the Tinker better, can
Man.
clear through the PL faster.
Ame is just in the zone right now. He's mode zone. He's level 25. He has the 2 waveform charges now. I still have yet to see him use the replicate though, or the morph.
Yeah,
That bothers me a lot.
that bothers me too.
I want to see it. I haven't seen it in a pro
Radiant's
game
Dude,
yet.
he took the
Tower is
extra
being
15
attacked.
seconds.
Yeah, so you would think that he has like a plan behind it.
Yeah, like if you're not gonna use it at all, why wouldn't you at least get the cool one?
No, I don't think so. 'Cause if you think about it, like he probably prefers to be himself.
Is this some sort of larger life lesson we need to take from this Blitz?
Yeah.
Don't aspire to be other people.
But okay, so to be 100% fair, why would you want to walk around as an Earth Spear when
You can just be a Morph.
when you just one-shot everything as yourself?
Moogie is going to be found here. The splash chasing down. The Old Scepter setting that one
kick?
up. Oh, the kick. It doesn't land, but the silence does. He does not have a Manta up, so he's not able to get out of that one right away. A stun instantly in the Morphling as he tries to waveform forward, but he does have extra waveform. The Winter's Curse laid down onto the Morphling, but no one else is around, so no damage ends up going down into him. The Tinker's getting a little dangerous here. Gets caught by the Shadow Strike, jump forward, in from Ame, pops the BKB, but the Cold Embrace is there. The magic damage is still enough to be able to take down the Tinker, as maybe joins Ame in his deep dive inside of the Newbee base. Come forward with the Epicenter, tries to catch Ame, but these waveform charges just too strong. Ame was able to wave forward twice and once backwards to be able to get himself out of that fight. Doesn't overextend himself whatsoever, and picks up another kill for LGD.
Yeah, the absurdity too was that Faith just popped his ult on him while the illusions were hitting him, so he's like, anything works at this point. He instantly TPs out. He's just been conditioned into death.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
at
no.
bottom, KT.
King gonna be caught, tries to go over the TP out, but the Sonic
got a
Wave is
gem on
still
him
up
too.
for maybe. Ice Blast, it spots Faith, but FY, little bit over his head here, trying to go for those kills by himself. The rest of his team is coming, but not fast enough to be able to save him. Newbee is able to bring down FY.
Yeah, and Big Bad Ame is on the other side of the map. Went to go pick up an Arcane Rune instead.
Wait, so does that mean your waveform is going to charge faster? It does, right? SCC, Jesus. Ame's able to get on top of him. He still has waveform charging too. He managed to get the king onto the Slaughter, long enough for Ame to be able to burst him down. He's running low on mana as Moogie's on top of him, trying to burn through all of this one. He finally does run out of mana entirely, and now it looks like Faith may end up dying. But if
1
Moogie
second
just
for
get
the
this kill
BKB.
on Ame, it'd all be worth it. The Ice Blast comes out, trying to chase down Moogie as best as possible. Moogie giving up on that kill, though, as BKB is popped from Ame. He decides that he can't go for it anymore. He's going to be caught by the Orchid, but does manage to get to his high ground, a place where LGD do not feel comfortable pursuing, at least not with Abe trying to heal up right now.
Yeah. The upside for right now for Newbee is that their Phantom Lancer is still very strong. Like, you see that he still rips through that Morph's mana, which is the easiest way to get rid of Morph, but you see right now one-man Wrecking Crew. Ame is in the middle of 4 heroes, gets rid of 2 by himself quite easily, and now the push, it's coming through. Buyback was already expended by Tinker at top.
You can see why Moogie backed away from that Morphling kill, because he felt like with the Tinker no buyback, he does have to try and defend this one by himself.
And he's doing a valiant job of it, but
Epicenter comes in. Ninja get the two-man, but Lincoln's already popped onto Maybe. He's going to be stunned up, but it just doesn't matter with Omni jumping forward. He managed to ignore that burrow strike and go straight for the throat, managed to take out the big carry of Newbee, and forces a GG call from Newbee, turning this best of 2 series into a 1-1.
And Morph was not used once that game. He knows, he's like, my hero is just much better than any of you guys. You all suck.
So, Morphling carry is still a thing.
Yeah,
it's just his ultimate isn't a thing, apparently.
I think it still has some use. Like, I'm sure that there are moments in the game where you're going to find use for it. Like, if there was an opportunity for him, or he doesn't one-shot every single hero on the map,